Honey, no. Honey, where's your baba? Where's your baba? Go get your baba. Where's your baba? Go get your baba. Okay. Hi, we're back. Give me. Oh. Okay. Neo. We're going to... Okay, we're back to the mission at hand. So we have our mantecadito dough, cookie dough, protein, high protein cookie dough, because we're trying to make protein cookies today. So, it's cold. Our dough has been chilling in the fridge. So we're gonna pull this out with our cookie scoop. And let's see. Let's make a little station for ourselves that you can see. Okay. Can I even with the nails? Okay. Putting on gloves with nails is not easy. Okay, there we go. We got it. We got it. Okay. So now we have our portioned out cookie. Let's see how this comes together. Not too bad. She's cute. Could she be bigger? These are a bigger scoop. The big scoop I think is too big. I think these are perfect. But sprinkles are not sticking to them. What the heck? The heck? Alright, well that's new. Usually the sprinkles stick to it, but we do have a new dough. So we're gonna just keep trying. So then maybe our mold is better because we press it into the mold and then we push the sprinkles on top. So let's try that. So take our cookie scoop into the mold. It's kind of crumbly. It's a little too crumbly. Okay, maybe not. Ugh! It's too crumbly. We won't press. Okay, how about, yeah, this is too crumbly. Okay, it's a little better. Okay, let's try pressing into the mold. Okay. Where's the another heart mold. Okay, we're gonna try this. So I think the idea is hand first, and then we bring it together. And then we press. I think this one has a little too much in it. Oh, that works. Cute. Okay. That helps. Now it's just about getting our measurements the same. Alright, cute. Okay. So let's keep trying. I like this approach. So, scoopy scoop. Okay. Hello. I'm making high protein sprinkle cookies. So right now I tried to make one that was rolled out and pressed, but the sprinkle cookies were having a hard time pressing into it. But it's because the dough was like it has protein powder in it. It's not your usual sprinkle cookie dough. So now I'm doing a little bit of an experiment, and we're using our heart mold, the silicone heart mold, to press these out. And then once we have them all pressed out, then I'll just press the sprinkle cookies into them. And I think that'll be cleaner and cuter. So we're trying to make cute protein sprinkle cookies. That's what we're trying to do. But it's a pretty loose dough. So the first thing, I did chill it in the fridge for a while, but I am trying to have it come together by rolling it in my hand first. Because if I just scoop it and put it into the mold, it comes out too crumbly. So we're helping it come together in the hand and then putting it in the mold. So now I'm trying to just figure out a good process and like trying to get the similar amounts weighed out in each one. I'm not doing it with a scale, I'm doing it by eye. But this is very experimental today. We're being very experimental. Muy experimental. Yesterday was experimental and it was a total failure. I'm hoping today is not a failure. I'm hoping today we have success. I would love a successful bake. I mean, I did bake successfully this weekend. I was able to make chocolate chia brownie bites because I'm trying to ship out a package to my VIP taste testers, and everything I made yesterday was a fail, and it was such a bummer. But that's part of recipe development. They don't tell you about all the failure. They just show you all the wins. You just see all the pretty stuff. Not all the stuff that has to get, unfortunately, tossed because it's a complete failure. I tried toasting oat flour yesterday, and I was doing too much at the same time, and I'm pretty sure I burnt it because it started to burn a little bit. I thought I saved it, but I'm pretty sure that flavor was all up in my dough because what I pulled out of the oven and when I tried to taste it, ooh, that was so bad. I couldn't even. Like, it was like, nope, nope, nope. There's nothing that can save this. There's no saving this. No saving it, which was very unfortunate. But today, I'm hoping that this will be a relative win. We are still trying something new, so it could be a total failure. But I mean, cookies, they can't be too bad. But hopefully using the mold the way that I'm using it will be helpful. So now we're going to try all right. Ooh, there we go. Okay, now let's repress these bottom ones because I think I pressed them a little too hard and they came out of their mold. So we're gonna try that again. Okay, let's try these bottom ones again. A little more gently this time. Not so hard. Okay, let's try it again. A little bit better this time. Let's try. Now, I'll take Now, whew, talk about hyperfocus. Ooh, child. Okay, now we're gonna add some sprinkles and pop these in. And with the power of YouTube television magic, by the time I finish sprinkling these and it's time to put them in the oven, the other ones that we just put in will be ready to come out so that we can see them and see if this experiment was a success or a fail. What do you guys think? They're definitely more crumbly than the usual mantecadito dough. Like, it's usually easy for me to press in the sprinkles into the mantecadito dough. This one, like, I'm having to put the mold in and then add the sprinkles on top and then kind of press them in because the dough isn't just sucking them in like it usually does. But that is because of the protein powder. And we're using just a few different ingredients to make it a protein cookie versus just your average regular degular almond sprinkle cookie. We're trying to make these, you know, just because it's the holidays doesn't mean we stop caring about our fitness goals. This is when you should care about them the most. But just because you have fitness goals doesn't mean you can't have a little fun in life. Have some sprinkles in your life. Just because you're a gym baddie or a Pilates princess doesn't mean you can't have some sprinkles in your life. I think that means you extra earned sprinkles in your life. You should celebrate the sprinkles in your life. Work hard in the gym. Treat yourself a little bit. But we make them friendly for our goals. We make them macro friendly, so we make them high protein cookies. High protein cookies. Just like so. Cute. All right. Now, these babies are ready to go into the oven. One thing about a pan with sprinkle pattern is that it's hard to tell which is the pattern and which is the sprinkle. Okay, and these, all of these are where they need to go. Okay, great. Okay, cute. So now our other cookies are ready to come out of the oven. So let's pop these out and we'll do a little television magic swap-a-doodle. Okay. Ooh, those look cute. Okay. Timer. Okay, so now let's take that was genius. I was having trouble pulling the silicone molds out of the pan, and just now I thought, how about we put some paper on it so that we can just pull out the paper? Women in STEM. Women in STEM. Okay, so our first batch of cookies came out of the oven. Our little sample one here on the side baked out pretty nice. I'm curious to see how these are gonna come out, but they should definitely rest for a bit before they pop out. But they look so cute. Smells good. I really wanna bite into this one, but it's gonna be hot. Okay, let's give it a minute and then I'll taste the little tiny tester. But yeah, I think at least visually, these feel like a success. I just want to see how they look when we pop them out of the mold. But, it's not too bad. It is crumbly. It is crumbly. But mantecaditos are pretty crumbly. So it's not too bad for a mantecadito. Not too bad, especially for a protein cookie. Definitely much. Ma'am, excuse you. She knows I'm on camera and she demands treats because she's smart. What is that behind me? What do you mean? There's a lot of things behind me. The light? Yes? It's just a light. You can change colors on it. Let's see. See, it goes like different colors. Yellow. Green. Blue. Excuse you, ma'am. Blue. Purple. I like putting it in like a pinky purple color. It's kind of nice. Give it like a vibe. Okay, ma'am. Excuse you. I'm busy right now. Here's your baba. Here you go. Take that. Okay. So the second batch is in the oven. I want to pop one of these out, but that feels like I shouldn't do that. What do we think? But is that what you meant, Evil Genius? I don't know what you meant by what's behind me. There's a lot of things behind me. Okay. At a glance, it looks like it's going to pop out nice and clean. All right, these need to cool down before I pop them out of their mold, but I'm feeling very happy about these so far. I'll be curious to see how these taste since they're a little bit bigger. Mouthfeel-wise, they're a little crumbly, but there are crumbly cookies, and mantecaditos are relatively crumbly as a cookie. So I think it's okay. Hi. I think I'm gonna call this, well, I gotta wait to taste one of the heart ones. After I taste one of the heart ones, we'll give it a rating. They also should properly set a little bit better. I saw something on the floor behind you. Your dog ran away from it. I don't know. Probably my dog. Okay, so that, there's also her toys are down here, so she just keeps throwing her toy. Okay, so I'm gonna call this so far an 8 out of 10. I think the dough could be a tiny bit less crumbly, but I'll play around with that. Excuse you, ma'am. Here's your baba. Take it, go play with it. Play with it. Go. Okay. So I think I'm gonna call these an 8 out of 10 so far, just based on process and putting them into the mold. But they look super cute. Again, I'm gonna work on the dough. I think the dough could be a little less crumbly. Ma'am, excuse you, no. So I think it needs a tiny bit more hydration, especially because of the protein powder. But I feel pretty good about these. All right, the ones that are in the oven need 9 more minutes. My dog is demanding my attention, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the live and take her on a walk because she needs to go outside. But I'm gonna wait for the cookies to finish and then I'm gonna take her on a walk. Okay, but I'm gonna call these an 8 out of 10 right now. I'm gonna wait and see how they pop out of the mold, and I'm gonna taste one. But I feel pretty good about these so far. I think some of these will make it. Let's see, can we pop you out? Ooh, okay. Okay. Ooh. Let's see. How can I show this to you? Something flat. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad. For a little protein cookie. And she looks like that from the side. She has a little sprinkles. All right, let's take a bite. Let's take a bite and see. Not bad. Yeah, a little dry, but not bad. Again, for a protein cookie. Yeah, it just needs like a tiny bit more hydration. But these aren't bad. These are actually pretty good. I'm going to send them out. I think once they sit and set, I'm also like eating them fresh out the oven. They should probably set for a little bit. But not too bad. Again, for a protein cookie, it's pretty good. All right. I think I'm going to go back to the drawing board. It needs a little bit more hydration. Tastes like almond. Yeah, it just needs a little bit more hydration. A little bit more hydration. But then I think we're good. I think it tastes good. Again, especially for a protein cookie. Okay, I'm going to go now. My dog is being a diva. Bye. I hope to see you soon. Bye.